Good morning, everyone. It's now 6:12 here on your Tuesday morning. Thanks for waking up with us here on KSNT News. Our very own meteorologist Kyle Borchert is joining me this morning to talk about our new weekly segment. It's called Questions for Kyle, and I know that Northeast Kansas loves the weather, but this is a really fun and local way to learn more about Mother Nature.
There's no doubt about it, Brittany. I've been here for a little bit over than 5 years now. In the summer, it'll be 5.5 years. And I've done countless weather talks. So does Matt, so does Christina. But I got the wild idea, what if I could get some of our area students, specifically in elementary school, maybe middle school too, to ask me their weather questions.
I love it.
And then every single week, I'll do them live on the air. And it's just a great way to learn more about the weather, but also the world around us. I was actually at Williams Magnet, and we'll hear from them here in a second.
I spent some time with the kindergarten classes over at Williams Magnet in Topeka. It only made sense because of their focus on the arts and sciences. And let me tell you, these kids are smart. We talked about weather safety as the spring storm season approaches, and they even taught me a few things about how plants grow. But it's not spring just yet, and Devea had a wintry question for me.
What's the most snow in Kansas?
It's such a great question. Of course, snow is in the forecast today. So for the inaugural start of Questions for Kyle, Devea over at Williams Magnet School in Topeka has asked me, how much snow has Kansas ever seen? And there's a couple ways to tackle that question, right? Well, I've kind of broken it down for you here. I went back into the climate pages, back into the record books, and in one day, in a 24-hour period, the most snow ever recorded in Kansas happened down near Wichita in a city called Pratt, actually west of Wichita. They picked up 30 inches of snow in less than one day, and that day was March 27th into the 28th back in 2009. Now, Topeka, our record snowfall for one day was set back in February, late February of 1900, 17.3 inches of snow. However, some of you and your kids might remember the snow a couple years ago. February the 4th, 2014, almost 13 inches of snow, just over a foot of snow in Topeka in less than one day. Now, there's another way to tackle the question, right? How about how much snow has ever fallen in Kansas for an entire winter season? We have to travel all the way west into Goodland. The winter of 1979 to 1980, Goodland, Kansas picked up 102 inches of snow. It sounds like a lot, and it is a lot, especially for Kansas, but context is important. I grew up in New York. One of my younger brothers went to the University of Syracuse, and they average 124 inches of snow every single winter. And for a better proof of that, I pulled up satellite and radar across the Great Lakes and the Northeast this morning. This is current, by the way, the same loop I show you for us. There's Syracuse right there on I-90 near Lake Ontario. What are they seeing this morning? Nothing but snow. So it's a good question. Of course, here locally, we do see snow, but back farther east, they see a lot more snow than we do. Still, 102 inches of snow in Goodland back about 3 or 4 decades ago is still a lot in one winter, but we can certainly see snow this time of the year, and of course, snow is in today's forecast. I hope you join me every single Tuesday for Questions with Kyle, and guess what? If you want your kids or grandkids, or if you're a teacher out there, you want me to visit your school and have your kids featured on the air, you can send me an email or hit me up on Facebook or on Twitter. My email is kborchert@ksnt.com.